Welcome to this Build Your Own Blocks tutorial. Now, what we're going to have a look at today is we're going to have a look at how we can do things with different costumes and sprites, and also with the stage. So first of all, if we want to edit something on the stage, that is the background, we can click on the stage here, and to edit the sprite, we click on the sprite. First of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to import a background. At the moment, we've got this plain white background, which is quite boring really. So I can import one like this, and let's go for something indoors, and we'll have a nice little chalkboard. There we are. So now all the action is taking place on this background. You can see that there's two backgrounds in here now. And in fact, if I import another one, there is a clothing store, and we can select between the different backgrounds. Now we can also do this programmatically. That means we can get the program to do it. So for example, I'm going to say when the space bar is pressed, and I'm going to look at the looks menu, and I can either switch to a specific background like the chalkboard, or I can just say next background. And when I press space, which I'm going to do now, you can see that it cycles through the backgrounds. Now, as well as being able to do that, you can actually paint your own background, or even scarier, you can import from the camera. That's me, but we're not going to have that. So, if I do paint, I get a little paint editor up like this, and I can have my background like that, very artistic, and there we are. So there's my background, and I can delete backgrounds too. I can copy them, and I can edit the ones that are in here. So I can select the white colour, and I can then write some things on my chalkboard. Okay, and that's permanently edited that in this program. We can do exactly the same thing with the sprite. Now that has a couple of interesting uses with the sprite. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put in a new sprite, and I'm going to choose the dragon. And I'm going to, they're called costumes here, and I can import another costume, which is going to be the dragon breathing fire like this. I'm going to go back to this one, and I'm going to put in a script that says when I press the A key, then what's going to happen is I'm going to change to the next costume. That's my fire breathing one. I'm then going to wait for 0.5 of a second, so very quick. And then when I do next costume, it'll actually go back to the first. So when I press A, you can see he breathes fire. Just like that. You can also do things with some costumes because they're slightly different, and what they're meant to do is they're meant to look like they are doing some kind of action. Now some of them look like they're walking. I'm not sure that we've got any in here. Let's see if we can just try animals. So we've got this bat here, and you can see that it's flapping. So I've imported the bat. I'm going to put in the new costume, which is going to be the flap down. Okay, and then I'm going to put in a script just very quickly that says when I press the F key, then the bat is going to do exactly the same thing of next costume. This is going to be very brief, so I'm going to do 0.2, and then next costume again. And we can say when I press F, it looks like the bat is flapping. So that's a quick overview of costumes. Have a play yourself.